as important as of right now to have very good chatters. So in 2025, if you have a chatting team who's basically just hard selling, spamming mass PPVs, you're losing a lot of money, and you will also lose the clients you have. And it will just not work out. And these are the people who are saying, yeah, OFM or OnlyFans in general is dead, blah, 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 blah. But look here, we have been doing more than 500K per month consistently. So I'm sure that this thing is definitely not dead, but it definitely depends the most on chatting. So the biggest mistake agencies or creators have been doing in the last couple of months, and what I've been seeing, is that they are basically hiring people off Telegram groups. They are sending them screenshots, whatever, and telling them, yeah, I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. Then they're maybe calling with him, or some of them don't even do that. Then he goes on the page, the chatter, and he writes over a whale who already spent 10K, 15K, whatever, makes a small mistake, or before went through the training or whatever. But in the end, this one person can lose you 20, 30K per month instantly within just a few minutes, because he's making a small mistake. So if you're a bigger agency or a bigger creator, obviously this does not work. So the biggest issue I've been encountering myself for my agency was, how do you ensure a chatter is good? What can you do to have a system in place which works for hundreds or thousands of people and is completely reliable, where you can be 100% sure if you went through that process, he is an A player. He is an A player. So he's perfect fit for my agency. He knows how we do the chatting. He has all of the details about the creator, and that's why we are achieving these kind of ratios. So for example, if you're looking here, we have a 1:28 ratio. People are flexing with a 1:5 ratio, which is a joke in my opinion. But anyways, so look at this here. It is doable, but you need the right system in place. So how do we do that, and what helps us doing that? If you're looking here at my screen, I'm in a software called Skillura. That's what we have been using for the last couple of months. And I will show you now the magic of what this software can do. So we will just make a test pipeline. So here you can see the pipeline is set up. So basically the idea of the software is super simple. You create your own pipeline, you do the vetting inside there, you do the training inside there. There's even a clone of the OnlyFans chat interface, so you can do chatting simulations. You can talk with the VAs there, and at the end of the pipeline you have the perfect VA. So you have an invite link, you can share that with hundreds of thousands of people, and then they will go through the whole process, and at the end you have the perfect chatter. So just to show you, we have currently more than 130 people working for us. About 100 of them are chatters. They're working 8-hour shifts, and we are growing every week by 5 or 10 chatters. And every single person, like literally, you can talk with anyone there. You can be sure his English is like a native, even though he's like they're mainly from the Philippines. You can be sure this guy is super clever, has enough emotional intelligence to properly chat to these fans and not talk like a robot, because that's also the thing what I'm seeing literally in most of the agencies. The chatters, they don't have any emotions. Like the fan tells him, hey, yeah, my dog died today, I feel bad. Then they write, I'm sorry. And in the next message, they're sending a PPV. Please buy this here. Like, what the hell is that? Obviously, you will not achieve any good ratios that way. Like fans like here, where he literally spent 100K within 12 months. These guys will never do that if you chat like this. So I want to show you our system. So first of all, you have an intro screen, super simple. Then usually we are instantly putting an exam. So I like to put the typing speed exam, because obviously you want to have them chat quickly too, because if they have slow typing speed, then obviously he will not be a good fit for our company at least. So here you can input the minimum, and then you can also put a target. So everyone underneath, for example here, 50 words per minute will instantly be filtered out. So let's say here you have 1,000 people coming in, and then instantly 300 people will be filtered out because they are not able to properly do a typing speed. And the thing is, some agencies, yeah, they're using these different platforms for free, whatever, and then they let them send screenshots. But these days, you know, you can fake everything so easily. Like, let me just give you an example so you also see what I mean. So let's say you wanna change here anything, for example this button, whatever. Then you go inside here and you name it, ha ha ha, bam, done. So these VAs, they are also not dumb. They know what they're doing. So they will just fake it, send it to you, and then in the end, you're the one who's losing. Then second stage, I would also put at least the emotional intelligence exam, because that's super crucial too, in my opinion. I like to do advanced. So the passing rate is at least 80%. It takes about 40 minutes. Then you also have the details there. And then you just keep going like this. You can add more exams. You can also do custom exams. So we also have some custom exams which are not like this, for example, like computer test or psychology, whatever. Then you put this inside there, and these are mainly like more for your agency. So you can adjust that there. You can see we have some here. So once you have added the exams here, so we will remove this again because we don't want it. But in the end here you have this, because in the end after this we filtered out the idiots, to say it like this. Then I like to set up a training stage, so you can create your complete training within that software, which is super useful too. That's why I love Skillura. For example, for the lesson 1 title, then you can make the description. You can also add pictures, documents, or videos if you want that. Then you can add more lessons and just have everything inside there, right? So that's also super useful, because they will go through the whole stage. They will also really have to watch the video, click through it, read it. They can also make their own notes and they can download it afterwards. And once they are done with this part, then I usually have a call stage. So usually it's a Q&A call where they can just schedule it, talk with one of our VAs. They will answer his questions, and that way he should be properly trained now. The idiots are filtered out and his questions are cleared, which means you can then go over to the proof stage where he can upload previous screenshots from previous experiences and so on in chatting, and other details you might need. So from our charters we always collect ID and documents, so this also happens here. Then after this one is done, we also like to have a training stage. This is like group training, which means he can schedule, like you personally set a schedule, and then he can book inside there, let's say 15 people in a call. They will, like one of our guys will just explain how everything works again. And then you basically have the group training also done, which is pretty crucial in our agency too. And just for you to show it, you will see it here in the trainer space. Let me just open it quickly. Here you don't see anything right now, because this account is not super active anymore. And we also have some things we don't want to show, so I can't give you the completely active account, but here you will see the schedules, you will see what's going on, and of course the VAs from you will also see that. So let's go back into the pipeline. So then something else which is, I think, super nice, it's the chatting simulation stage. So within this one, they can then schedule a chatting simulation, and it's basically the OnlyFans interface one-to-one cloned. You can also send PPVs, price it, whatever. And this way you can also make sure the things he learned are also applied perfectly within the chatting itself. So he also knows how it is in real, basically, without risking any of your models. And then we also have the IT. We also have the internet speed test, but this doesn't show here right now. But obviously this is also included. And then also you just have the exams here. We're adding more and more. I'm super happy with this. Like, obviously I didn't completely show it here, but in the end we can help you set it up. But the best thing is you really have from start to end the perfect pipeline. People are getting filtered out, and then you have finally a system in place where you can say thousands of people run through it, and the people who are there at the end, they are really the perfect fit for my agency. Here we, for example, we just pumped in 2,500 people, and the best thing is you also have perfect oversight on what's going on here for the employees. And then you can also see the custom insights for all of them. which is very nice. So here you can see this person basically just joined the agency, but in the end you can move them in the stages. You can see in what pipeline this person is in. You see the exam results schedule and the proof documents, and you have the huge database of all of the VAs. So the best thing of all is, once you have the software set up, you, for example, use it for charters. But 3 months later, you notice, hey, I really need a Reddit VA who can help me for Reddit marketing. So you can just go inside Skillura, you will create a new pipeline. And then once you have the pipeline set up, you add the VA database inside it, and you just let everyone go through it. So this means in the end, you already have the database with the VAs from the charters in the past, but then they just go through it and you instantly have the perfect Reddit VA. And this works for everything. So for any kind of employee you want to hire, you can use the software. We are using it mainly for charters, but we're also using it more and more for our marketing VAs, and it's just working like a charm. Aside from this, obviously, before you put a chart on the page, we again create a new pipeline for each of the creators where we just input creator details and then have custom exams. So here you have the exams, then you can create a new template. Let's say it's custom written, and here you can just see, test. And then they will just give you their answers there. You can adjust the passing score, time limit, points, whatever. There you will just ask some questions about the creators beforehand. You give them their social media, whatever, so the charters can study it, chatting style, whatever. And then you also have this pipeline done, where you can then say, first of all, the first pipeline is to have the perfect charter. And then secondly, it's a retraining based on the creator. So you have perfect informed charter. And when you put this person on your page, you can be 100% sure he will reach the goals you want to reach. And sometimes he performs even better than expected. So yeah, we are actively working on the software right now. We have been using this for pretty much the last 6 months. It's getting better every week. But obviously, up until now, it was just for my agency. But as I see now how well it works, and I already gave some friends access, I will now give access to a few other agencies or creators. So we have a waiting list set up on the landing page where you can enter yourself. Skillura.com is the website. If you're interested in the software, we don't want to onboard too many agencies or clients, because in the end, we don't want to saturate the market, because it's super powerful. And I think if now 1,000 agencies get access to this, obviously it will get way more competitive. So better enter your details quickly, and then together with these agencies, and that's also the main reason why I want to launch it, so other people get access to it. So these agencies can then input their ideas into the software, so we can just build the software perfectly for all of us. Give their input, I give my input, and in the end it's like really the best vetting and training software on the market. Aside from that, there is no software like this anyways on the market. So I'm sure this will help many people, and this way I'm also very sure that some people will become millionaires, because in the end, as you for sure also know, having just one very good charter could mean for you 50k extra per month easily if you have a high earner account. So that's why it's so crucial to properly test and vet. So the software has many features. Just to quickly go over the features again, you have anti-cheating also, of course, which means that it's basically impossible for the employees to cheat. They will have to enable camera. Like if they want to switch out of the tab, they get a notification. We will know it's like he did that, and different other metrics. Then you also have a chat, which means, like you can see here, you can talk with all of the employees directly in the software, so you don't have to switch anywhere. You can create groups, which is also useful. Then you have the language tests, which is super important. So you have English exams and anything else you need to have the perfect chatter. Then you have the interviews, as already shown, personality exams, typing speed, internet speed test, super important too, because sometimes you have a person who's maybe a good chatter, but somehow every 3 hours he's not there because his internet basically went off. Then you have the training and academy. You have the chatting simulation, which means we, like I already told you, we completely rebuild everything on OnlyFans. So it really is basically the same, but you don't risk the creator. So you can do a chatting simulation there. And obviously we also have training sessions, and it's super nice for retraining. So if you, for example, have a chatter who's working in your company for a year already, then you can do the retraining within Skillura, and then you can make sure he's always getting better and better. Skillura itself, you will also get access to a private Telegram group where we have 6- and 7-figure agency owners inside there. I will also be myself inside there and answering questions, not just in regards to chatters. Also, I will be sharing what we are currently doing for marketing, the others too, and we will just helping each other, just having a small circle in place. So I think that's also super useful and a huge benefit. Aside from using the software itself, we will also have one of our team members help you set up the pipelines. We will help you with the training material too. So I guess in the end you probably have your own, but if you don't, or if you want to try out our system, then you will get that too. We will also help you optimize the conversion rate and get in enough leads. So that is also not an issue. So it's not just the software, you have really everything in place when you get access to Skillura. So make sure to enter yourself into the waiting list. Give at best some details about your agency so we can see if you're a good fit for all of this. Our team will review it and we will get back to you. So Skillura has still many things we want to add, but up until now, I'm really happy with the software, how it is. So yeah, hopefully we can find some people who are also having a bigger agency or bigger OnlyFans account and currently having chatters. So we can then link up with them, give them access to Skillura and build the software out in a way so we can not only have the A-player chatters, we can make the gold chatter, you know, because having a good chatter is like a cheat code in the OnlyFans game. So yeah, this is the video. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Check out the description for more details about the software, or feel free to join the Telegram channels, and we will see us very soon.